watch how I beat the road. Still jump out bashing.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Touchdown TV, and I'm back with another one, man. We're gonna get into the most toxic rivalry in NBA history, man. It do hit different. Let's start now.
The date is April 21st, 2026. After missing Game 1 due to an ankle injury, Kevin Durant and LeBron James are about to face off in the playoffs for the first time since 2018.
You've got two of the greatest to ever do it going head-to-head, he and LeBron tonight.
For Durant, this was his opportunity to finally show he can defeat James in a series without the Warriors. And for James, this was his opportunity to finally slay the monster that he himself had a hand in creating. In fact, at this point, their legacies are so intertwined that one can't be mentioned without the other.
Tries a three. Bang!
I'm unreliable.
I'm not going to comment.
Kevin Durant way outside. Delivers! Something under, throws it off the backboard. Perfect pass to himself.
And it would all start in 2007. In 2007, LeBron James would make his first ever NBA Finals, where he would fall short to the San Antonio Spurs. Later that month in New York, Kevin Durant will be drafted.
The Seattle Supersonics select Kevin Durant from the University of Texas.
In Durant's first season, he will win the Rookie of the Year award. In his second season, he will be joined by Russell Westbrook. And in his third, OKC would add James Harden. Meanwhile, LeBron will have quite the opposite trajectory. After making the finals in 07, he will lose season after season in the East playoffs, not being able to get over the hump of the Boston Celtics and their Big Three. With his supporting cast not getting younger anytime soon, James would make the infamous decision of joining the Miami Heat, forming his very own Big Three. In response, Kevin Durant will let his feelings be known on Twitter, saying, quote, "Now everybody want to play for the Heat and the Lakers. Let's go back to being competitive and going at these people." That season, Durant and the Thunder will make it all the way to the Western Conference Finals, losing to the Mavericks in 5 games. The Mavs would then proceed to defeat LeBron and the Heat in 6 games. James's first ring would have to wait. That summer, Durant and James will begin developing an unlikely friendship, training together all off-season.
Gotta get some food up in us before we pass out.
Brown, both dog around this time.
What he said?
Durant, after getting a closer look at James in these sessions, will go from being one of his critics to now becoming an ally.
Good work, man. I'm glad I came out here.
And of course, they would even record a song.
And every hater all the same. I'm feeling like the world is Skip Bayless and I'm LeBron James.
This training would pay off for both players, as the following season, the pair would meet in the 2012 NBA Finals, where the Heat will win in 5. James's first championship will be against Durant.
It's about damn time.
Shit.
But despite this loss, the future could not have looked brighter for the Thunder. With a young core of Durant, Westbrook, and Harden, it was only a matter of time before they would run the league. Yet, days before the start of the following season, the Thunder would decide to trade away Harden after failing to agree to an extension.
They didn't want to give Harden the max. When the sides couldn't come to terms, they were able to consummate a deal with Houston.
It was only for like $4 million too. I know Brown and them was so fucking happy that we wasn't together no more because we was on their ass. Everybody in the league was like, "Man, James, I'm so happy you in Houston, man. You gonna kill it, bro, my bro." I was like, "Shut the fuck up, y'all just fucking scared. Y'all knew we was on the way."
Their public friendship was now no more. The rivalry had begun. And for KD, that might have meant something deeper, something far more obsessive. You see, later that season in April, Durant would do an interview with Sports Illustrated, revealing that he would follow James's box score every night and recreating how he himself would have played to get those numbers.
Who do you play as?
Anybody.
Just tell me. Who do you play as?
All right, LeBron.
And one could even
talking
argue
about
that
LeBron.
this obsession would lead Durant to embody in James's personality traits as well. On January 25th, 2013, a Miami Heat fan would hit a half-court shot to win $75,000. This is how LeBron would react.
In the Heat's house tonight, that man in the yellow sweatshirt. Oh, from LeBron James.
Then, exactly 2 months later, an OKC Thunder fan will hit the same shot to win $20,000. This is how KD would react.
Did you ever imagine that after you do it, that Kevin Durant would be tackling you there?
And everything is only about to get crazier. But before we get to that, a quick word from today's sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Kalshi, the biggest prediction market in the United States. But here's what makes Kalshi different. You're not playing against the house. Kalshi is peer-to-peer trading. You buy a yes or no contract on whether something will happen, and you're trading directly against other users. Think of it like buying or selling a stock. The line isn't set by some algorithm working against you. It moves based on where the money goes. Public opinion sets the price. Right now, the Knicks winning it all is trading at 26%, meaning a $100 trade pays out $385 with your prediction is Durant, titled Mr. Unreliable.
I think it was Mr. Unreliable.
I'm unreliable?
Unreliable.
Me, Mr. Unreliable, that's what they said. Well, it's all good. I don't really care, you know. Coming from my paper back at home.
One of Durant's biggest defenders, LeBron James, who would say, I don't think that was a great idea. Not your hometown paper. KD's got to be a free agent at some point. Later in the playoffs, the Thunder, then the Heat, will both lose to the San Antonio Spurs. And after a 4-year stint in Miami, James would return to Cleveland that summer, teaming up with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. For Kevin Durant, it would continue to get worse as he would suffer a Jones fracture, sidelining him for most of the upcoming season. But things were about to brighten up for Durant, as on October 6, 2014, the NBA would sign a new TV deal worth $24 billion. And with more money comes higher cap space for teams. There were 2 routes the league could go down. 1, have the cap spike happen all at once, or 2, have what Adam Silver suggested, a smoothing cap, a gradual rise in the coming years. The NBA Players Association, led by President Chris Paul and Vice President LeBron James, would reject the smoothing cap. Thus, the stage was set for the 2016 offseason to have an unprecedented increase in teams' cap space. The most notable free agent that summer? Kevin Durant.
We all know the parlor game in NBA circles for the better part of the past 2 years has been, let's figure out where Kevin Durant is going to go in 2016. Of course, anyone who is telling you that they know what is going to happen is flat out lying, because Kevin Durant doesn't know what he's going to do yet.
But in the 2015 season, a new dynasty would form in the West. The Golden State Warriors, after hiring Steve Kerr, would explode onto the scene.
Fires a three.
Winning 67 games, led by Stephen Curry, the league's newest MVP. With a core of Curry, Thompson, and Green, the Warriors would march into the finals against a short-handed Cavaliers team, defeating them in 6 games. For NBA discourse, this series would be a turning point in the culture. No longer was the debate KD versus LeBron, it was now Steph Curry versus LeBron. In December of 2015, a Bleacher Report article would even make the argument that the rivalry between James and Durant was now officially over and has been overblown, as Durant had a measly 4-15 record against James all time. KD had gone from being James's greatest rival to now not even being mentioned in the same breath. The media seemed now more interested in debating whether Durant was even the best player on his own team. In the 2016 playoffs, the Thunder would blow a 3-1 lead to the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals, who then they themselves would blow their own 3-1 leads to the Cavaliers. Now remember the cap spike I mentioned earlier? Well, this is the offseason where it would all come into play. Thus, on July 4th, 2016, Kevin Durant was signed with the Golden State Warriors.
Some breaking news this midday. Kevin Durant just announced he will be leaving the Oklahoma City Thunder.
He is leaving for the Golden State Warriors.
With the Warriors, Durant would flip the script on LeBron, defeating the Cavaliers in the 2017 Finals in 5 games. Durant's first championship would be against James. For KD, he had finally evened the score.
He's the only person since 2012. He's the only one that I looked at and said he's the only guy that can look me eye to eye. I told him we tied up now.
The obsession has paid off. Kevin Durant has finally surpassed LeBron James. In his own mind, that is, because while Durant celebrated his first ring, the rest of the world was not convinced.
And our gymnastics team was so dominant that Kevin Durant told me he wants to play for them next year.
And he thought that was going to be it. That's it. Oh, the right move. And instead people were like, fuck that guy.
when his supporting cast won 73 games last year and almost got LeBron.
This kind of, what else do I have to do?
He went to the team that beat him. That fans will always hold against him.
And how would KD respond to this negativity? By fighting people in his YouTube comments. Seriously. On July 31st, 2017, Kevin Durant would conduct a poll on his YouTube channel with the question, narrative or skill, which one matters more to you? One of the top replies, LeBron is better than you. It's just facts. KD would respond, nah. Meanwhile, for LeBron James, his situation would continue to worsen as later that offseason, his co-star Kyrie Irving would demand a trade, wishing to lead a team of his own, ultimately landing with the Boston Celtics. While many criticized Irving for the move, Durant would defend him.
He said, when you're around LeBron James, there's so much that comes with that. And it just felt like he just wanted a situation where he would just be free from all of that and just play.
Free from all of that and just play. A prophetic quote from KD about his own situation, as the following season, he will grow tired of the Warriors' motion offense and team politics.
I want you to trust your teammates early. What you're doing is you're getting to the rim, and then you're trying to hit them. I want you to trust the first guy, and then move. Still attack, still look to score, but trust these guys, okay?
But that didn't matter on the court. Another season, another championship, another finals MVP, another round of discourse about why his rings don't count. And now, even his own team is making jokes at his expense.
And then I heard you tell Kevin Durant he can have whatever contract he wants next year.
Yeah, that was just for the media. He can't have anything like that at all.
Because I think last year he told Steph he could have any contract he wants too,
yeah.
So...
Well, yeah, that was different. He's been here from the run, the way before days. He's earned it.
And now, instead of taking vague shots, he would critique LeBron by name.
Durant talking about LeBron. I get why anyone wouldn't want to be in that environment because it's toxic.
James, however, would give Durant the benefit of the doubt.
I believe that's probably not the whole quote, so I'm not going to comment on it.
And once he got the context, James would be quote-unquote pissed off.
Coming from KD, it would bother LeBron as opposed to coming from someone else in the NBA that LeBron James does not view as a friend.
Later that month on Christmas, James would get his revenge, defeating the Warriors, but at the cost of suffering his first major injury. Later that season, Kevin Durant would begin developing a close friendship with LeBron's former co-star, Kyrie Irving, raising fans' eyebrows at the 2019 All-Star Weekend.
KD and Kyrie seem to really have some chemistry over All-Star Weekend. Then they're playing one-on-one against each other, just laughing, having a good time. Now, you might think that all the players were doing this. No, they weren't. These two were especially just next to each other all All-Star Weekend long.
After suffering his own season-ending injury in the finals that offseason, Kevin Durant would choose to leave the Golden State Warriors to team up with Kyrie Irving. In a way, Durant has just completed his own LeBron James odyssey. Make the finals with the team that drafted you, go form a super team and win 2 rings, and then leave to team up with Kyrie Irving. On the way out, KD would take a shot at the Warriors, saying, quote,
He talked about wanting to play ISO. Y'all motion offense, it works to a certain point.
He talked about it working for the first couple rounds of the playoffs, but not as much after that.
We all want to play ISO ball at the end of the day, at some way, shape, or form, but I'd rather have some championships too.
While Kyrie would take his own shot at LeBron, saying, quote,
I felt like I was the best option on every team I played for down the stretch. This is the first time in my career where I could look down and be like, that motherfucker can make that shot too.
I was a little like damn.
Yeah.
Once I got the whole transcript, I was like, damn.
The irony is that both LeBron and Curry will win another championship, while Durant will be a foot on the line away from making the conference finals. In the coming years, the path between Durant and James will not cross often. In fact, after the infamous Christmas game, LeBron and KD will have a 5-year drought of not playing each other. Either KD will be injured, or LeBron will be injured, or sometimes they'd both be injured. It wouldn't be until October of 2023 before Durant and James will face off again in a regular season game, and not until April of 2026 before the pair will meet again in the playoffs. Now, both players would have a tumultuous 2026 season. LeBron, who had settled into a third option role, would overnight become a first option again after losing both Luka and Austin Reeves to season-ending injuries in the same game. Kevin Durant, meanwhile, had come to the Rockets to become a first option after a failed stint with the Suns. However, all hell would break loose during the 2026 All-Star Weekend, when it would be exposed that KD, for the first time since 2017, was operating a burner account. And to make matters worse, this time, it will be revealed that Durant used the burner to talk trash about his current teammates.
Also in this one, he insulted one Jabari Smith Jr. by saying he cannot be relied upon, and he insulted his intelligence by calling him the R-word.
Yet, the Rockets would power through, winning 9 of their final 10 games to finish as the 5th seed and a first-round date against the Los Angeles Lakers. And now, we finally reach Game 2 of the 2026 playoffs, the long-awaited postseason battle between James and Durant. In the first half, Durant would be scorching hot.
This season, Durant got another one.
Going 6 for 7, scoring an efficient 20 points.
KD got bumped and the bucket. He'll go to the line.
James wouldn't be too shabby himself, scoring 14 points while adding 6 rebounds.
LeBron says, I'll just pull up again from right here.
But in the second half, the Lakers would begin setting double teams at KD, forcing turnover after turnover.
The double on Durant, yet another turnover for KD.
Meanwhile, James would take full advantage.
Lakers trying to close out Game 2. James with the dunk.
Securing the Lakers the win and a 2-0 series lead. After the game, Jabari Smith Jr. will be asked by the media how the Rockets could better help Durant prepare for the double teams. His response?
It's on him to find ways to get himself involved and get to his spots without excluding double team. Just because he getting double team, we still need him to, be KD.
Unfortunately for Durant, he would miss Game 3 due to an ankle injury. And rather than sit with his team on the bench, Durant would instead opt to focus on his recovery elsewhere in the arena. For LeBron, he would have one of the most iconic games of his career, capped off by a clutch shot.
Lakers are down by 3.
We go!
The Lakers would go on to win Game 3 and ultimately the series. Durant would not play in any of the remaining games. This series, in many ways, was a reflection of their rivalry. A rivalry that started with a friendship.
What do you say?
Then obsession.
Who do you play as?
All right, LeBron.
Then contempt.
I get why anyone wouldn't want to be in that environment because it's toxic.
And ultimately, back to a friendship.
And that's what I appreciate about Bron, and that I overlooked and underestimated when it comes to him. His enthusiasm and love for the game of basketball. And it's that simple.
Like I said earlier, Durant's journey often mirrored the one of LeBron's. That is true, of course, only if you take out the context. And like most battles in this rivalry, context is everything.
Alright, y'all, that's gonna do it. I'm gonna wrap this shit up, man. It's been a good one. Y'all let me know, in y'all opinion, who's a better scorer. We all know LeBron James is the greatest player of all time. Argue with your mama about it. You feel me? I don't care how you feel about it. LeBron's the best player ever to touch a basketball. But who do y'all feel is the best scorer? And y'all let me know.
I don't know about them, but I know about me. Riding the house, cause my kids gotta eat. I don't really know why, but lately it feel like everybody is depending on me. If I fall, who gon' come?